Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
So the often delayed Dune adaptation finally got its premiere. And for the most part, early reactions and reviews seem to be overwhelmingly positive. It reportedly got a standing ovation once the final credits hit.
Excellent!
Now, I don't know whether or not I can trust those reactions and reviews just yet, but this is also why I say it's best for everyone to just go see the movie if you're interested and form your own opinion. Now, I'll be the first person to tell you that I know absolutely nothing about Dune. I've never even seen the original movie, but I do plan to watch it before the new one comes out and do a review of it. But by the looks of things, I'm expecting a big-scale sci-fi movie with interesting visuals and hopefully a story that resonates with me in some way. That's all I can ask for out of a movie like this. In fact, that's all I ask for out of most movies that I watch.
No shit.
What's really interesting though is that it's getting almost universal praise. Yet some reviewers, and one in particular that I'm going to mention today, are taking issue with something that frankly, I don't really understand. The review I'm talking about comes from Gamespot. As you can see, they gave it a 10 out of 10, and they called it essential viewing. This reviewer praises the cast, the characters, the scale, the practical effects and sets, the music, the cinematography, and its success at adapting the novel to the big screen. Hearing all that, it would seem that this movie is basically a cinematic masterpiece. But of course they had to add just one negative that has a lot of people, including myself, pretty baffled. The reviewer says that like the original story, it relies on the white savior trope a little bit too much. And some people wonder why professional criticism is a dying art.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
And why people are turning to YouTubers like myself to get honest opinions. Because per usual, film critics like people on social media or the movie studios themselves always seem to be concerned about all the wrong things. I'm pretty sure that Dune fans, as well as your everyday moviegoer, wouldn't watch this and say, you know what, there's too many white people saving people in this movie. Who really thinks like that?
Get me a white boy, get me a blonde-haired white boy so I can enjoy that shit.
You the man, sir.
No, you the man, and that's the problem.
And why is it that every major movie that comes out recently, everything from your Candyman to your Shang-Chi, there's always someone involved with production or someone in the media that has to make these things about race. And apparently we can add hack film critics to the list as well, because it appears that if something doesn't check all their boxes, no matter how perfect this movie may be, you just have to point out these type of things to make yourself look like one of the enlightened ones.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
I got news for you. Anyone who walks out of a movie thinking about the race of the characters involved isn't really concerned with seeing good films anyway. Their main concern is creating controversy where there isn't one. I feel like I've been transported back in time based on how people's thought processes seem to have regressed over the past few years. What exactly could have been done in this situation to make everybody feel better? I know, let's take the original story and we'll race swap a few characters just to make everyone feel comfortable. In the most laziest way possible, of course. Who gives a fuck about any of this, to be honest?
I do.
Shut up. Get out.
This person watched a close to flawless movie from a filmmaking perspective and somehow still turned it into a race issue. What are we doing here? There's a reason that Rotten Tomatoes has lost all its legitimacy over the past few years. Because most critics on that site are worried about phantom problems like this that don't exist. There's a reason that the Oscars are losing legitimacy every year. Because they've now made their award show about everything except rewarding good filmmaking. You think it's a coincidence that the ratings for that show are dropping more and more every year? They're dropping because regular people of all races watch the Oscars to see talented people win awards for the work that they put out in that given year.
That makes sense.
Now you turn on the Oscars and it's one giant soapbox. The world is one giant soapbox. The media, social media, and now even film criticism. Everyone has lost sight of the reason that we go to the movies in the first place. And that reason is very simple. It's just to be entertained. Movies are a fantasy. They're an escape. And the minute that you bring real world shit into this situation that doesn't belong there, it breaks that illusion and people start to check out. So if you do plan on watching Dune, here's my advice. Get lost in the story. Get lost in the world. Shut out all the bullshit in the real world for 2 hours and 35 minutes. And just go into this movie and enjoy yourself. That's what movies are supposed to do for you. And that's why I started this channel. That's why I took the initiative to come on here every week and give my honest opinion. Because when I was just a regular moviegoer, I began to slowly see that there was not one person where I could trust their opinion on anything, because they had ulterior motives. All I found were biased and unprofessional critics who can only view films from one very twisted point of view.
Oh, I got a live one here.
So let me know what you thought about all this in the comments down below, and are you excited for Dune? As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Shut up.